I laid in a Walmart entrance, I'm short, bald, and have acne, so now that you know I beat all the bosses in insecurity, let's organize this from most insecure to least. Starting off with level 1, we have psycho-delusional insecurity. At this level, these people need to get serious help since they see their whacked out perception of reality as the whole truth. This is the group that will say something like girls will only date guys who are 6'3" millionaires, which if they ever went outside, they'd notice pretty quickly that's not the truth. I no joke saw some dude who looked like this with his girlfriend the other day. Hey girl, let me get your number.
Oh, for sure, you can call me any time.
A Chad's, I swear.
These are the people who think themselves into their insecure delusions so bad that they end up lashing out and possibly doing something absolutely insane. The reality is they really aren't thinking though. The truth is that they often are just hearing content online and they consume it all day, and since the brain is a confirmation machine, they'll look for something to prove their deluded truth to be true. And then they'll follow up with ignoring reality.
See bro, this is proof all girls are horrible.
But I will cheat because I'm bored.
Wait, so... Wait,
wow, that just got deep.
Bro, you're looking at the bottom of the barrel and saying every girl is like that. Chill out a bit, don't go fishing in the sewer. They might even make up scenarios in their head to validate their absolutely insane thoughts, but this isn't exclusive to these people, which leads us to level 2, Projector Gadget. I see this once in a while and it's quite honestly a little scary since these people are very delusional. They'll often see things as an attack at them when really it isn't, but there's a slight truth to some things. For example, one I've personally noticed is that usually people call someone short with a negative connotation and vice versa.
Excuse me sir, I must say you're a manlet and you should be ashamed for being born.
I mean, it's so bad that people say things such as Napoleon complex, when in reality it's not really warranted. I've seen it as bad as hearing people say you're compensating since you're doing well for yourself, but it's not compensating if you have desirable physical traits. So I can see how people can perceive things that aren't truthfully there. But a lot of times it's all these minor social nuances. My trick is to personally take everything as a compliment since, for one, it upsets the person trying to insult you, since they get their validation from putting others down, and two, it's best for your mental not to read into the negative side of anything, even if it is there.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Go ahead and attack me, big fuck.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If I were to say something true but a bit controversial, you'd see people getting heated about it, but the reality is they aren't getting mad at me, they're getting mad that it applies to them, since a secure person doesn't get angry about a statement, let alone one that's on a pre-recorded video. The secret is to be secure of your own validation, so what others say matter very little, but you should still be open-minded, of course. Your eyes are so far apart, you look like Sid from Ice Age.
Yep, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, well, your shoes are ugly too.
Okay, man, have a good one.
And here we are with level 3, not comfortable in your own skin. I feel like we've all been here, especially in our younger years when you start to get acne and it's not easy to go without being slightly self-conscious. And something you learn with time is that you either accept it or try your hardest to fix it, which can be a negative or a positive thing depending on the route you go. In order to fix it healthily, you do things such as working out, getting more money, and things to that extent. But if you want to go the unhealthy route, people take medications, even do crazy things like breaking their bones to get taller. Oh no, I can't go to school with this thing.
Bro, quit being so insecure.
Huh? But there will come a day when you realize the impermanence of things, including yourself, and when you come to realize that nothing matters and no one cares about you as much as you do, it might help ease off some of the pressure of others, since insecurity is in direct relation to the fear of judgment of others. And just so you know, I was talking with someone and I was wearing a bright red shirt, and I went and changed to a blue one and they didn't even notice, so really. Keep in mind, the spotlight's not on you. You're just a background character of the majority of people in this world, and in the grand scheme of things, you will be forgotten quicker than you are remembered. I just got the ability to read minds today. Time to hop on this train and see what everyone thinks.
Look at all these unconscious people.
Look at all these unconscious people.
Look at all these unconscious people.
Level 4, doesn't hold me back. This is your average person, right? But the thing is, I believe your average person is deeply insecure. Well, being shameless isn't the right route either, so it's dangerous. It's that balance we all have to walk in life, but the danger really comes from the fact that we are all so misconstructed on what it really means to be whole and fulfilled. Oftentimes we find ourselves choosing escapism instead of facing the shadows that lurk in us. A chain reaction of feel pain, feed dopamine, and after years of this cycle, one day you wake up to realize that shadow's been put in the work and you are left defeated and and overwhelmed. The sooner you come to terms with the fact that there's a bad side of you is when you can finally figure out how to address it. Huh. I feel like trash. I guess I'll just watch some TV to keep my mind off of it.
Alright, bud. I'm in control now. Should go take a jump off that ledge.
No, please don't make me. The ability to look in the mirror and say this is okay is what it's all about, but I say most can't do that, including me. I mean, I'd say over half the population covers their physical insecurities through makeup, hats, wigs, surgeries, and so on. But what is the beauty industry without insecurity? It's out of business. Now onto level 5, confidence. You ever walked into a gym locker room and there's an old person who doesn't care one bit in the world that they're naked in front of everyone? Now that's confidence, a mix of self-acceptance and lack of fear. Crazy weather out there, right?
Bro, don't talk to me with your junk out.
Huh? Suit yourself. In this modern age, I believe being a narcissist and egotistic is viewed as confidence, which is honestly hilarious since quite frankly it's the opposite, since those issues root from deep senses of insecurity that's masked with a I'm better than everyone else facade. Trying to be better than others isn't confidence by any means.
I'm so much better than everyone else with my looks and possessions.
But let's just say you were to lose it all, would you still be so self-assured?
Well, of course.
Alright, let's test that theory. So truthfully, confidence is really simple. It's pretty much just trusting yourself, but the real struggle arises when you can't trust your emotional regulation and perception of reality. And we have this lens with which we use to view the world, and ideally that lens would be perfectly clean, but unfortunately it's made up of all our life experiences and things we've witnessed.
Everyone's so negative and mean on here.
What they do to you, bro?
Make fun of the way my hair looks.
I'm sorry about that, bro. You a good guy, though, seem like, bro. Don't let that shit get to you, brody. You good?
No, I just told you why.
What's wrong with your hair? What's wrong with your hair? Let me see your hair, bro. I'll just see if it's cool. It can't be that. Damn! Oh my god!
And when this lens gets distorted from negative responses throughout life, it can turn that natural confidence into self-esteem issues. We aren't born insecure. Alright, sir, would you like to meet your son?
Well, of course.
Alright, here you go.
Go. Why are my arms still pudgy?
They really are. And here we are with level 6, me, myself, and I. You take complete responsibility for who you are and what happens to you, and I mean every way, physically, emotionally, and mentally. When you are here, the only thing of importance is your internal validation. Nothing of the external will sway you into the negative. This is striving for perfection while accepting the current moment. Oh no, the parachute's not deploying. I shouldn't have gone to the skydiving place with a 2-star rating. So that means you should have a positive mental feedback loop, which only happens by reprogramming your mind. You have to see the positive in everything. I'll give an example. As a child, I was beaten at home and school. You know, when I tell that to people, they say I'm sorry, but like, why are you sorry? It's a great thing. And I know you guys are probably confused, but hear me out. After integrating and processing that, it gave me a secret strength. And that strength comes when things get hard now as an adult. I'll remember how bad life was at one point, and that makes it really hard to be upset with my current circumstance. I've had moments where I worked for 28 hours straight because it's not that bad. When you realize that the worst is already over, life gets easy because that means the best is ahead. I was thinking about starting a business.
You know, you'll probably struggle for years, right?
A struggle means nothing when life has been much worse than being poor. And the second thing that pain has taught me is empathy. I can feel for people a lot easier since for every person I see in pain, I can look at them and say, I understand. Pain is a teacher if you integrate the lessons instead of wallowing in the experience. And if you get to the point where your mind encapsulates the essence of positivity, then chances are you'll get everything you've ever wanted in life, especially once you understand the way to get it is by working towards it. Now to the last one. Level 7. Actualized. When you are alone and no one is there to judge you, that's what I see as your truest form of self, unformed by the judgment of this world. But as life goes on, trauma happens, coping mechanisms take place. For example, when you grow up in a dangerous household, expecting the worst is actually a method of keeping yourself safe. But when you become an adult, suddenly it's a very negative trait to hold. And I personally believe all these lessons are made just for you. You don't need to believe it, but look for the lesson in everything. You might start to find rapid growth. You know, sometimes I think about the most traumatizing parts of my past.
Why would you do that?
Well, for a while I saw it as a puzzle to be solved, but instead I realized it never really happened outside of my own mind. And so it doesn't really exist anymore unless I allow it to. I perceived it from my eyes and I judged how it was processed in my mind. You know, the residuals of those experiences are internal and they might as well be made up since the memories are so fuzzy on the details. So that means its existence feeds on my attention. And I have dominion over my mind, so I get to choose if I want to let it go. If you say otherwise, who's in control? But at the end of the day, what's the most accurate version of you? The one others hold of you or your personal perception? I think most of us agree our personal perception, so stop focusing on what others think and focus on what you think of the aspects of yourself and take what you don't like and change it to whatever degree you can. I'm a firm believer that the competition isn't crazy out there, especially here in America. It's very easy to be above average if you run towards excellence instead of running away from the pain of the journey. Yo bro, why are you running so fast?
I gotta stay away from my problems.
Homie, I don't think you're gonna get away from them like that. And remember, love is the answer and insecurities are just an aspect of self that you disown and dislike. If you were in front of a crowd and you were asked to say you love a fruit, you'd have no struggle, but if you were asked to say you love yourself, then there would be one. I mean, go ahead and try it alone, you might notice a hesitation. How are you supposed to love the world if you can't even love the thing that perceives it? And feel free to leave a like and click this video right here.